I like doing this move that I'm gonna teach you by making the guy get tired and make him carry me. I weigh myself on them before I go for my attack. So basically, if I'm in half guard, or I'm in front of the guard, or I'm on the other side of half guard, or I'm in a butterfly hook, or I'm in any kind of position, I'm weighing myself on top of him. So for example, if I'm here with Daniil, I'll do a half guard example. Daniil's got this knee up, a lot of people like doing this. I like to lay my weight on top of him to make him carry me because it makes him tired and it doesn't really take any energy from me. So for example, I'm here and I'll make Daniil carry me. So if, let's say we're doing a 6-minute roll or a 10-minute roll or a 5-minute roll, if I'm making him carry me for about half that time, it's gonna work in my benefit for me to get my attacks because he's gonna get desperate, he's gonna feel like he's not getting anywhere. He's gonna have to overcommit, and when he overcommits is when I make my move. And it works for me because I don't use my jiu-jitsu more for the jiu-jitsu's sake, I use it more for the MMA. So if I'm on top, I'm making the person carry my body weight until they get tired and they wanna grab me, and when they grab me is when I start making the moves. So I'm gonna turn my partner this way so you guys can see it, so I can trap the arm a little bit better. So what I like to do, like I said, I'll make my weight heavy and I start to make myself carry here. Even though I'm not getting close to Daniil, look, I'm surfing him with my body. All right, and what I like to see is when the guy gets the underhook. He goes for the back here. Now look, Daniil's got the underhook, but here Daniil's not gonna get it. So what I like to do is I give Daniil the space to come up and think he got it. There it is. When Daniil thinks he's got this underhook, I really have the space behind him to get his back. So what I like to do is I'll trap that arm behind him and I throw my hips back the other way. So, bam. Now look at his arm. His other arm is stuck behind me. This trap is here. I use the foot to clear and then I let his arm loose because I like to come up to the back instead of the mount. And then I pin that arm up, Daniil turns to his knees, so can't turn that way. I'll turn this way, I swing, I set my hook, and I'll take his back. And once I get there, I'm immediately attacking to the neck, and I attack up. Even if the chin is down, I curl my hand, and I grab the shoulder, because now it's tightened up on him. And I can lock my rear naked on his face, or I can lock it hand to hand, and still get the finish that I need, because I curl my hand. I curl it to the point where I get that range to get the arm in more. Like you saw Damian Maia doing UFC, I think last weekend or the weekend before. Chin down or not, you know, the guy's gonna give it to you. He's gonna make it more affordable for you to lock it up and close up the spaces to get the choke. So again, beginning principles. I throw my weight forward to make him carry me. So I'm here, I'm putting the weight in, I'm in good position, I'm not exposed, my arms are not exposed, my legs are not exposed. I don't leave any space for him to make a good move. I make him overcommit on either trying to get underneath me or get that hand towards my back. And then all I'm doing here is just this, bam. Look, I can trap it one hand, I can trap it two hands. If I get a big, strong guy, I'm going both hands on him because I don't wanna take the chance of him taking his arm out of that hole. So trap and immediately step. Bam, step and look, the arm is stuck. Take the leg out, trap the arm. Now look, I can come immediately back to mount here. All right, if I'm doing MMA, I'm definitely coming back to mount here and keeping this arm trapped behind him so I can hit, I can set up my triangles. But if I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I really like taking the back and I'll allow the guy to turn. So here again, I let him take that arm out of the hole and then he turns. And then there it is. 1, 2. And like I said, again, the rear naked's all about climbing that hand as high as you can. There it is. I feel it, look. I can come here and hide it, or I can come behind the back of the head, which is just as good. All right, that's one of my favorites. You know, I think I beat like 3 guys in ADCC trials with this a couple weeks ago. Yeah, you know, like I said, I don't just lay myself there looking for that move. I mix it in with a lot of other stuff too. So if I'm laying here, you know, I'll start poking the knee out like I'm the knee cut, and I'm a knee cut. You know, I'll poke the knee out like I'm gonna go to mount here. So it makes the guy think. I get my lockdown as well. So you gotta make the guy think, but you want him to commit at least once to come up on that elbow to close that distance. When he closes that distance, then you're gonna be able to trap that arm. If you trap that arm, then it's all downhill from there. The guy's never gonna go anywhere. And 99% of the people I've ever trapped there, I usually get, you know. So